that we'll consider only reproductive system, that is the male and the female. I'm doing together again within the 33 slides, okay? It will be very easy for you to understand. And while you are learning the developing of the genital system, clinical embryology starts from the very outset, the undescended testes, okay? The many of the diseases, I will be putting it over here, you have, you may not have the prior knowledge of that, but you will be learning with me in the next one, and some today itself. Double uterus. Now, in my drawing, if you think about the two Mullerian duct joined together, and there is a septa. When it joined together, there is a septa. Then it will be double uterus. The septa obliterates. Then we have one uterus. So if somebody tells in the USMLE or even when you are doing in the gynae obstetrics, have you heard the double uterus? You said yes. Where did you hear? From Dr. Paul. Did you find in the embryology book? Yes. So you can see the double. So you can understand why the double uterus is possible. Because they're joining together, the septa. So it's very easy. Very easy. Okay. Let's go to the second one. Female pseudohermaphroditism. I already explained to you. This means ambiguous genitalia. A baby is born, but the female baby is born. It is a female, but the labia majora is joined. The clitoris should be very small, but it will look like a penile part. It's very big. So you don't know, you feel that immediately, but what did you did not do? You did not feel the testes over there. You immediately hand it over to the parents and you say, it's a male baby. Congratulations, you are a male baby. You are doing a bigger mistake than anybody can think about it. It is a very psychosocial problem, which I will deal with that next class, okay? So you understand the problem associated with this. Gardner says, of course there are many slides over there. Now try to understand this. In the female, the mesonephric duct should be obliterated. Yes or no? Yes. Except ureter. Very good. Except ureter. Now, sometime in the female I'm talking about, the mesonephric duct should be obliterated. Sometime in the broad ligament, there could be a little bit of remnant of the mesonephric duct that can transform into some swelling called cyst. And that cyst is called Gardner cyst. It's the name of a person. So one more time. What is a Gardner cyst? The Gardner cyst is a persistent, okay, of the mesonephric duct in the female. That's the Gardner cyst. So it's a broad ligament, near the broad ligament. It will be found near the broad ligament. It's called the Gardner cyst. So it is a remnant of the mesonephric duct in the female. So this is the the remnants of the European, you can see remnant. That's what we ask it. We'll be asking in the exam what are the remnants of paramesonephric and the mesonephric ducts in the male and the female. So in the female you'll see the Gardner's, right? The remnants of the mesonephric duct in the female will be the Gardner. What will be in the male? Prosthetic utricle. I told you already. Prosthetic utricle. It is the remnant of the paramesonephric duct in the male. That's the male uterus. Okay. Bicornuate uterus, you can understand uterus could be looking differently. Congenital inguinal hernia, you have done it yesterday, how it happens. Hypospadias, epispadias, we'll learn that. Points to remember. Now I'm going very quickly, but you should not have any problem understanding even a single word over here. Embryologically, both urinary and genital systems are associated. Say yes. Yes. Okay. Both come from intermediate mesoderm. Yes. Appear around 4th week. Yes. Complete around 10th week. Sex determination. Yes. That's the time you should do ultrasound. Yes. Okay, not before that. Yes. As a prior knowledge, this I quickly skip it. Basically, I have explained to you the pronephros, mesonephros, metanephros, intermediate mesoderm. You know it already. Yes? Yes. Okay. Development of the gonad and derivatives of mesonephric and paramesonephric duct. So what I said, development of the gonad is possible because of the gonadal ridge, RIDG ridge, which is associated with the mesonephros. So there is a little swelling, and then the cells will be trickling down. It's called primordial germ cell, which carry the TDF, or the testis determining factor, to be a testis or an ovary. Absence of that will be an ovary. Presence of that is a male baby. So that's the basic concept. Let me see. So the formation of the ovary or the testis is intermediate mesoderm, genital ridge or primordial germ cells. You understand?
Yes.
Say yes, loud.
Yes.
Not that loud.
Yes.
Okay. Then appearance of testis determining factor. Say what I said is written over here. You don't want to know more than this, less than that. You must know information.
Yes.
Okay, and the genital ridge leading to the male embryo. In the absence of TDF, it is the female or the ovary. Gubernaculum, I told you, which is pulling the string, then down over there. Descent of the testis ovary. So it's a story. Male or the female reproductive system is basically a story. You cannot avoid one word. You should start with the intermediate mesoderm and just put it over there. Now, this is very easy. This is again showing you the mesonephros basically over here. This is the intermediate mesoderm. You can see from over here to here. Okay, and this is the genital ridge. You can see the little outgrowth from the mesonephros. And I think my diagram is much better over there, not complicated at all.
Of course.
And over there. Okay, good. Now look at it over here. This is showing you again the same picture and telling you that this is the metanephros, the kidney is there, mesonephros is there, gonad is forming along with that. This is basically in the posterior abdominal wall and trying to give you more idea about the intermediate mesoderm. What does it do? It is a mesonephros, mesonephric duct, somewhere is written mesonephric duct over here, and the paramesonephric duct is forming simultaneously. However, in the male, the paramesonephric duct will be obliterated because of the presence of the Mullerian inhibitory factor or substance coming from the Sartori cell.
Yes.
Necromystic.
Which one forms better, the ridge or the mesonephric duct?
What more?
Which one forms better, the genital ridge or the mesonephric duct?
Which one forms the?
First, the genital.
Oh, genital ridge is the first, yeah. First, then the primordial cells will come. Otherwise, without that, there will be no problem. So anything, yeah, but after that. Okay, so again, just for you to make you understand that you can see the genital ridge. This is proliferating cells over there, but this is the genital ridge. Primordial sex cord is there and is forming the testis or the ovary. Now the important part is those who have gone through the histology of the ovary and the testis. If you look at carefully, the cells are there in both the organ, ovary and the testis. But in the testis, there is a retitestis, the cord. Cord is there. This cord will be obliterated in the ovary. So therefore, the ovary has more medulla. Okay, and whereas this one is continuous. So from the surface to this medulla, it is actually continuous because of the cord. That's called retitestis in the male. In the female, it is obliterated. So most of the cells are in the cortex. Okay, so basically they are the same, and that's showing over here. You can see that male and the female, and the picture is there. This one is showing you exactly the same. What I said that because of the influence of the Y chromosome, one will be ovary. You can read it. If there's nothing extra is written over here. One is the male, one is the female. How is it possible? Because of the Y chromosome. In the presence of Y chromosome, and this is exactly the same. Now what I just said is showing you over here. If you look at carefully, this is the male side, this is the female side. Look at carefully. This is the genital ridge. Of course, this will be the testis. The cords are there. Look at the cord is absent. Yes or no?
Yes.
Everybody is clear?
Yes.
The cord is absent, so it is the ovary, and the cords are present, so it is the testis. And then, of course, in the female, you can see the paramesonephric duct is forming, oviduct, and then the picture will show you more about uterus and other. So look at this picture, and you should not have any problem identifying the structures what are associated with this. Oops. Okay. Again, showing you over this, the male and the female, the difference between this, the male and the female difference.
Dr. Paul,
Yeah, sorry.
what is epiphoron and paraphoron?
Yeah, very good. Another. I'll come to you if you give me a second. What happens is, since you are asking me, I quickly clear it. Now, if you see my diagram, all of you, but this is a dark, a little bit dark right now, but you can say that where I put the mesonephric duct. Everybody is clear? Mesonephric duct. Actually, this mesonephric duct is attached to mesonephros with some tubule. This is called tubule, you know. It's going over there, tubule over here. This is the tubule. There are lots of tubule over here, which I did not draw earlier. Remnant of this tubule is called perifuron, upufuron. They are present in the broad ligament. One more time, what I try to say, that remnant of the mesonephric duct, I told you already in the broad ligament, mesonephric duct is called the Gardner cyst.
Yes.
But he's asking what is perifuron, upufuron. That is the tubule, mesonephric tubule. Remnant of the mesonephric tubule is called the perifuron or upufuron. This is the terminology we use it. But it's very easy to understand. So one more time, the mesonephric duct is attached to the mesonephros through the tubule. The tubule, remnant of the tubule, perifuron, upufuron. There's a big name over there. That's not so big enough. But the main tube, if there is a remnant of that in the female, we call is a Gardner cyst. I will entertain more questions. Just let me complete it. This is easy for you to understand. Now, in the male, I'm going to explain to you a little bit more now in the male. Look at this one. This is finally it is happening, which means this is the vas deferens, which is over there with the testis has now come down to the scrotum. This is showing you the testis over there. This one was over there. It just came down, but it is all the pink color is showing the ureter. So make sure that you understand the mesonephric duct is primarily responsible for two things. One is the vas deferens, another is the ureter. Did you see that?
Yes.
Including the seminal vesicle and all kind of things. Everything is the pink color. That is your mesonephric duct.
Doctor, the blue thing, the ducts, the blue ducts, what are these?
The blue duct of the former side of this is a paramesonephric duct.
The degenerated.
It is the degenerated. You are right. Very interesting slide. This one. If you go through that, this is the male one. Of course, you can see the male one. There's no controversy. Say yes to me.
Yes.
Anybody is challenging? This is not male. This is male. So this is the male, and therefore I'm expecting the mesonephric duct. Where is the mesonephric duct? All the pink color. That's the vas deferens. What else it can produce? Ureter. So it's written over there, ureter. That's it. Where is the paramesonephric duct? It should be dotted because it's obliterated, and it's shown over here dotted or paramesonephric duct. In the male, the paramesonephric duct can produce in the center, in the prostate, some prostatic ventricle, which is the remnant of the uterus. In the female, on the other hand, I'm going to show you the female now. Very interesting. This is easy for you. Descent of the testis. The correct answer is, 9th month, because just before the birth of the baby, right? Everybody don't understand that? Because the descent of the testis, but when exactly it comes to when the baby is born, just prior to that, in a week before, then it may be in the superficial inguinal ring, and then slowly it will be dropped into that. So, this is easy. I'm going to talk about the prostate development next time, not today. I'm just quickly bypass that. Which of the following structure develops from there? This is the next time. Next time. Can you do it? That's correct. Give a big hand to who said that? So, and I'll explain to you now. I'll explain. Hang on. Okay, but you have to know, I can't hear. Yeah. Very good question. Very good question. This question is, in the premature baby, what will happen to that baby? Like this, a baby will be born, and is already born, and then he will be developing whether his testis in the abdomen or he will be a infertile boy. Surgery. Okay? Very good question. The answer is like this. Remember the fact when there is the premature baby is born, we put it in the incubator, which is equivalent to the uterus. So the descent of the testis has not taken place. It will not be affected. When over the time, like we keep it for 3-4 weeks, so almost like uterus, about to be born, although it is born, but we mimic the situation like a uterus. The temperature, the nourishment, everything is like a uterus. You understand? So it will not be affected. Okay? Most of the time. Okay. Now look at, these are, I spent time, trust me, it's not that I took the slides from here and there and there. I spent, because it's a very systematic way, there's a story. Now look at this story. If you don't want maybe too much, well, 5 minutes, okay? I know there is no class after you. There is a class after
No problem.
No problem, right? You are not in a hurry. Okay, but the whole idea is that you finish the understanding the concept of embryology with me right over here. So go home and whenever you have extra time, you can just, when you are watching CNN, maybe this is enough. Okay. Now look at this one, very important slide, and a couple of things I want to emphasize. Number one, look at, this is the broad ligament, obviously. The blue line, what is written over here? Epipuron and parapuron over there. Okay, so this is the, if you find something over here, I have another slide, that will be Gardner's cyst. That is the obliterated portion of the mesonephric duct or mesonephric tubule. The one which is, this is obviously the ovary. From ovary to the uterus, we call ovarian ligament. Okay, it is written over the ligament of the ovary. And from the ovary, from the uterus, when it will come to over here, we call it is the round ligament. Actually, I can see over here Gardner's cyst. Gardner's cyst could be over here, could be over here. Most of the time it's in the broad ligament. Many times it could be by the side, near the vaginal area. But the right picture is over here. If you see your Gray's anatomy or the Moore anatomy, Gardner's cyst is over here, not so down. It's over here. It's a remnant of the mesonephric duct. The blue color, you can see the blue color is going over here too. Gardner's cyst. Is that clear? So this is the female one.
Sir, can you please point at the broad ligament?
Oh, the broad ligament. Broad ligament, very good. I'll explain to you. I know the broad ligament. I used to teach the gross anatomy quite a bit, but because now they have put me assessment, the departmental, so I stay away a little bit, but I can explain beautifully your broad ligament, so you'll never fall in. Just give me a second. Let me see if I can start next time. I don't want to give a lot of information today. This I can talk next time. I can do next time, okay? But don't worry, although I did not complete the 33 slides, but you should do it. There's not much that extra is there. All the information is over there. I will do it. But I'm giving the broad ligament. Look at me. You ask me, okay? Broad ligament is like this. Okay? I take this out. If I take my jackets up, okay, and you see think about it, I'm like this. This is the fallopian tube, or this is the best example. Where is the ovum? Okay. So this is the fallopian tube. This is the uterus, and broad ligament is actually hanging. It's not a very stable ligament. Now the question we ask in the exam sometime, most of the time, and you'll be getting this time, what is the most important ligament keeping the uterus in position? Your answer is? Broad ligament is big 0. Not 1 0 you'll get it, you'll get 10 0. Or minus 10. Because you can see,
round ligament.
no, no, there's a ligament called transverse cervical ligament. Who learned that? Who knows that?
We know what.
This is you have done this. Remember one thing, uterus, I'm talking something else beyond embryology. Embryology is over, because I'm talking something which will be asked in the exam. And I can see every day the questions are coming. I'm the person who should know what are the questions that should be given to you. Not only you across year 5. But listen to me.